passion fraught with dread. And if they proceed but don't succeed, well, the devil will take their heads.
Hello there and welcome to Cuphead. I feel like this is a natural follow-up to my Owlboy, Hollow Knight, and Sundered playthroughs. I seem to have a penchant for playing gorgeously animated and occasionally hand-drawn video games. And this one looks wonderful indeed. I can also say that it's wonderful to play because I did play through the very first stage, just to make sure that I would actually enjoy playing this, and boy howdy did I ever. So let's just get started with a new file then. Once upon a time, in a magical place called Inkwell Isle, there were two brothers named Cuphead and Mugman. They lived without a care under the watchful eye of the wise elder Kettle. One day, the two boys wandered far from home and, despite the elder Kettle's many warnings, ended up on the wrong side of the tracks and entered the Devil's Casino. Inside, Cuphead and Mugman soon found themselves on a winning streak at the craps table. "Hot dog!" exclaimed King Dice, the casino's sleazy manager. "These fellas can't lose." "Nice run, boys," laughed a newcomer. The brothers gasped. It was the casino's owner, the devil himself. "Now, how about we raise the stakes?" he suggested with a toothy grin. "Win one more roll and all the loot in my casino is yours," the devil blew. "But if you lose, I'll have your souls. Deal?" Cuphead, blinded by easy riches, nodded and grabbed the dice for a throw. "Good gosh, Cuphead, no!" cried Mugman, for he understood the danger. But it was too late. "Snake eyes," laughed the devil while slamming the floor. "You lose." The brothers trembled in fear as he loomed over them. "Now, about those souls." The brothers pleaded for their very lives. There must be another way to repay you," Mugman stammered. "Yes, but please, mister," Cuphead added. Perhaps there is," the devil snickered, pulling out a parchment. "I have here a list of my runaway debtors. Collect their souls for me, and I might just pardon you two mugs." "Now get going," the devil roared, kicking the boys out most rudely. "You have till midnight tomorrow to collect every one of those souls. Otherwise, I'll be the one collecting yours." Cuphead and Mugman were terribly frightened and ran away as fast as they could. "Come on, Mug," panted Cuphead. "We have to find Elder Kettle. He'll know what to do." That is a wonderful introductory sequence, I'm just gonna say that right now. You know what's also wonderful? That little hourglass loading animation in the bottom right. Oh, everything about this game just oozes style. Although, does a 2D side-scroller really need a loading screen this long? Well, I can't complain too much because even if the loading screens can be a tad long at times, this game is surprisingly well optimized. That's the main reason why I gave it a test run before recording, to make sure I could actually get good performance, and surprisingly, I seem to get a solid 1080-60 even while recording. And that's rare even for this type of 2D side-scroller. I often had frame drops in Hollow Knight, and Sundered for that matter, but this one seems to be insanely well optimized. But seriously, this loading screen is getting really friggin' ridiculous. I don't have to press a button, do I? No. Just waiting here, you and me, Mr. Hourglass. At least you seem to be having a fun time of things. What a fine pickle you boys have gotten yourselves into. I know you don't want to be pawns of the devil, but if you refuse, I can't bear to imagine your fates. You must play along for now, collect those contracts. And you'd best be ready for some nasty business. Your debtor friends won't be very friendly once you confront them. In fact, I expect they'll transform into terrible beasts. Take this potion so they don't hang you up to dry. It will give you the most remarkable magical abilities. Now, go to my writing desk and use the mystical inkwell there. You need to prepare yourself for a scrap. By which he means the, tutorial. Let's check that out even though I've done it before. Alright, duck, hold down to crouch, which is an adorable animation, and very fun to do repeatedly in a row, which is always a good sign. Alright, variable jump height depending on how long you press the button, and... Okay, yeah, I can dash here, but I'm really not sure how I'm supposed to make it over. I just don't understand what I'm supposed to do here. Maybe I need to dash and then jump, but no, that doesn't work. God damn it, Cuphead, you were looking so good. And yet, you've made an unwinnable situation in the very tutorial. 2 out of 10, that's my review. Okay, enough silliness about that. Oh, Dean Takahashi. So shoot, hold for rapid fire, yes. And you have a standstill lock-on to fire in all 8 directions. You know, all 8, the only 8 directions that exist. And you have this weird parry mechanic that I was still getting used to when I played through the first stage. The timing is not bad, but it's a little bit odd, at least from what I would expect. So that's something I'll have to get better at. And then this is something I never actually used and I don't quite understand. I actually had to read up a little bit on it, so... From what I understand, you need to parry enough to get a full 5 suit of cards in the bottom left there, next to your HP. And then you can activate your super move. Yeah, there's an EX move which requires 1 card, and a super move which utilizes all 5. The issue is, I don't know how to actually activate that. It doesn't actually give me a button for it, and I'm wondering if perhaps that maybe that's not even mapped. Let's actually check out the controls right now, so... Oh yeah, another good point, this game lets you freely remap the controls. The fact that this isn't standard among all video games is a true travesty. I always bring that up because it's always true. So it's a yep movement, that's about right. So jump, shoot. Ah, that's why, so it's another one of the face buttons. You know what, let's change that to triangle. Yes, I want to replace it. And then we have switch weapon, lock, that's fine. Yeah, so dash is normally on triangle, which isn't exactly the best button placement if we're being real here. Let's put it on the back right shoulder button. That's probably gonna be the best for my purposes, so let's try that out. Oh yeah, that feels so much more better than trying to contort my fingers, so that way I can fire and dash at the same time. Even if my firing is interrupted while dashing. And then the EX shot is now on triangle, which, ooh, that is one powerful blast. Alright. So already I'm in better shape for tackling the first stage than I was when I first went through the tutorial. Even if I didn't get stuck at the air dash portion, I do feel some of the instructions could be a little bit more clear. Well, it is what it is. So I believe that's it for here, so let's head on out into the wide open world. I do kind of wish I hadn't spoiled this part of the game for me because I didn't watch too much of the preview stuff, just the side-scrolling bit, so I had no idea this game had a world map you could walk around. And I just love that so much. I do wonder how open this is, like, That little dock down there to the left of me, can I actually make my way down there? Is that something I'm gonna come across later? Is there like a secret passage with a bonus stage, or do I just walk to the obvious destination? I'm honestly not sure. Hey fellas, looks like you're in for it now, eh? Well, I used to be the same way, always getting into trouble. Running, jumping, shooting. But now I prefer just strolling around and going to the pictures. But hey, let me give you a hand. Take this. Ooh, thanks for the dosh, buddy. Alright, well, that'll probably be useful at the shop over here. Pork Rinds Emporium. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Voice acting? Question mark? Well, I won't knock him too much on that, considering he's going to be the one who sells me equipables. So these are various upgrades to your basic abilities as far as I understand it. Your shot, your EX shot, like health, stuff like that. And there's one obvious choice here that you should purchase first. This makes it so that your dash has iframes. I don't know why you wouldn't go for this first. That just seems so obvious to me. Now I don't have enough to purchase anything else, but that's fine. I can wait until I have more coin later. You got to equip those new purchases if you want to use them. Look at your equip card, you bums. Alright, so yeah, so you have a Shot A, Shot B, which is your EX shot. Super Charm, I think that's where the smoke grenade goes, yep, smoke bomb. And then you got the contract list, okay. Let's equip that smoke bomb because that seems way too good. And unlike a lot of the other upgrades, it doesn't have a downside, which seems like a weird balancing thing, but maybe that's just me. Alright, well, let's do the first proper stage over here. It's all I've done before, so I should have an easy time of things. Should being the operative word, because if you've heard anything about this game, it's probably the fact that it is surprisingly difficult. You wouldn't expect a game this cartoony and this cheery to be brutal, but oh boy ever is it. Now you don't get a great sense of that from the first stage, but just notice how I was missing that one dropping flower man. I was just a bit off with my shots. You have to be very precise with your firing. And you do have to be very careful not to take damage as well, because you only have 3 hit points. And as far as I'm aware, maybe this isn't the case, but it's not actually possible to recover your HP in the middle of a stage. You have 3 shots, and that's basically it. So you take damage, and you're basically just much worse off for it. And a large part of that reason is because rare for a side-scroller, you're actually graded on your performance. So the fact that I got hit there is not great. That's what I meant before about the timing for the parrying being a little bit odd. I still gotta get used to that. That's fine though. Ooh, I like how that the smoke bomb upgrade actually changes the appearance of the dash as well. It's not just a pure mechanical upgrade, which is not too surprising now that I think about it. One of the main appeals of this game is its gorgeous visuals. Okay, wow, I'm really not doing well here. Hopefully I can at least make it to the end of the stage. Definitely gonna have to go back through this for a better score. But yeah, as I interrupted myself saying before, rare for a 2D side-scroller like this, the only game I can think of would be like Beautiful Joe, and that's really less of a side-scroller and more of a character action game, even if it is 2D. But outside of that, I can't think of too many 2D games that actually grade you on your performance like this one does. So I got hurt twice, so let's see what my ranking is. I won't go back and do this stage now, but some point in the future, I will go back and do any of the stages that I don't perfect, which I kind of expect to be all of them. Okay, A-, that's not bad. I'll try and do better later. Alright, so from this point on, I am 100% blind. So I can move on there, but I am curious what's down here. The root pack in Botanic Panic. Alright, so unlike the other stage, this has a difficulty selection. Let's go with regular. I'm not scared. I'm no bab. Perhaps I should be, though. Okay, so I guess this is just a straight-up boss fight then. Ooh! Nice, as opposed to a regular stage. So yeah, any pink objects are parryable. And I like that that includes things that aren't just one uniform color of pink, like those worms there. That's a good bit of visual design they got going on. Alright, so second phase, onion time, crying. Oh, raindrops, or teardrops I suppose. Oh, okay. Some of them are pink, so I'm guessing it's gonna grade me on my parry score here as well. I don't know how high I need to get it though. I'm just gonna assume that the ones I got from the worm are gonna be enough for a decent score. Cause those tears look like they'd be really hard to actually parry. And I do want to avoid losing HP since I am scored on that as well. Okay, this phase is simple enough. Although again, you have to be really accurate with your shots. In a few instances there, I was aiming towards those homing carrot missiles, and I still ended up missing them just because of how narrow the hitbox for your attack is. Alright, nice. So, let's see how I did. Okay, so I guess I have to actually use the super to be graded during these boss fights. Alright, so that's the difference between these boss rushes and the regular stage. Good to know. Yeah, as I said before, I won't redo that immediately. I'll give any stage I didn't get a perfect score on another go later on. Maybe after I've made significant progress. But hey, first contract, so that was a success. Even if it was not as great a one as I would have liked. So let's see what this angry coin man down here is about. Harumph. I'll be a monkey's uncle if I'm putting my moolah in the bank. For all I know, the devil probably controls the place too. They'll never get a hold of my gold if I spread it all around. And if some Joe happens to find a coin or two, good for him. That's what I say, harumph. Oh dear, a libertarian coin. I guess your name is Bit then? Bitcoin? You get it? Yeah, okay. What's this boat down here? Ooh, another boss rush. I wonder if I have to do it in simple difficulty as well, or presumably not, since this is a test of skill sort of game. I think simple is just there for the people who are less skilled, which is good. Ribby and Croaks in Clip Joint Calamity. Okay, let's see what this is about. I never get tired seeing that little hourglass man in the bottom right jump up and down. Okay. 2 targets. What have you got going on? Oh, probably want to shoot those. Any parryable projectiles? Not just yet. Oh, what are you doing? One of these is... Yep. Gonna be parryable. I could tell that right away. Oh, it's tough getting the right timing to actually parry them, though. You have to basically expect that they're coming to have a reasonable shot at it. And I do want to get my parry meter up so I can use my super. Okay, that works. So I think... Let me check the controls again, since I've never actually done this before. I think super is just EX shot when you have a full meter. Yeah, there's no specific prompt for it. So I set that to... triangle, right. Oh shit, okay, that's what I get for pausing in the middle of things. Okay, no, that was just a regular old EX shot. I guess I still don't know... Ooh, they're on both sides of me, that's rough. Yeah, this is nasty. I still don't know how to do the super then. Maybe I have to hold the EX shot button? Because I screwed that up, and the fact that I've damaged, I'm definitely not going to get a good ranking for here, but that's fine, I'm still learning the game. Ooh, what are you gonna do now? What are you... Okay. Oh, they became a slot machine. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, I see what I have to do here. While avoiding the coins, of course. Oh! Well, I made it to the final phase at least, but hey, first death. On camera, that is.
Good day for us. Well battled.
Alright, let's try it again. Now that I have an idea of what's going on, this should go much more smoothly. Check out those guys as they come out, because I have no idea what they do, and I don't want to find out. So is it every third, or is it random which ones are pink? Because, oh, I should have ducked there, goddammit. I'm still not sure how to tell when a pink one comes out, if I just need to react on the fly, or if I can actually predict it. Because if I can predict it, it'll be a lot easier to anticipate them and thus parry them. But if I have to react purely on the fly, it's going to be a lot of just pure luck for me, since I do not have great reaction times. Perhaps then choosing this game to play was not the best choice, but it is what it is. Alright, well this phase is easy enough to do. And it looks like it's about to be over? Oh, nope, not quite. Still gotta eke out a little bit more damage. I should be able to use my super, but I think I'm gonna save that for the last stage. That just seems like a good idea. Since it looks like I'm already, excuse me, proceeded to the third stage, I wonder if attacking them was actually doing damage, or if it wasn't actually benefiting me in any way whatsoever. It's hard to say. Alright, new attack this time, Froggos. Just gotta jump across these, which increase in speed, so... are you gonna stop? Okay, thank you. Wonder how many attack patterns there are. Maybe I should ready my EX shot now. Okay, still have no idea how to actually, use my super. I might actually have to look up what the input for that is. I seem to be doing a decent amount of damage though, so there's that. Oh, I did my EX shot a little bit too early. But hey, there's the knockout. And nice to see that as soon as I get that I'm completely invincible. I actually get hit by one of those rotating discs, but it didn't actually do any damage. Okay, let's see how bad of a score I got. Oh, bad time bonus, bad HP bonus, garbage parry, that's odd. Decent super meter though, so that kinda saved me. I don't get why I didn't get the parry. I guess it doesn't count activating the lever. It only counts the pink fireballs in the first stage, so I'm gonna have to keep that in mind when I come back here. Still though, that was a fun boss gauntlet. I wonder just how many boss fights there are in this game. Because I have no idea. Actually, you know what? I said I had no idea, but I have a contract list, so that's probably gonna give me a good gist of things. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it looks like there's 5 targets, and then 2 stages I have to go through in World 1. And I can't check out World 2, but I'm assuming the future worlds have similar length lists. So a fairly beefy game, but still definitely on the short side, if you're not the kind of person that likes to go for high scores. Be gone, spirits. Oh wait, you're real. I was about to hit you with the old parry move. That's how you deal with ghosts around here. Only a nitwit tries shooting someone who ain't really there. Speaking of not being places, would you fellas mind moving on? You're spooking the fish. Alright, well, sorry, fishwife. Is this the other stage? Since it didn't have the same screen in the difficulty selection as the boss fights.
Here's a real high-class bout. Here goes.
I'm assuming it's a regular stage. Oh, this is probably parry practice. Yeah, I can't shoot these. Alright, well, this is cool. I'm guessing things are going to become more vigorous as I go along. I don't have any sort of meter, so I have no idea how long I have to keep this up. Hopefully, not for too long. Alright, still pretty slow, so it's not so bad, but I get the feeling it's gonna ramp up sooner rather than later. Oh boy. Yep, already things are getting a little bit faster. Oh, now we have small ghosts to deal with as well, who are a little bit faster, it looks like. Slightly different pattern of movement, too. Oh, can I just say, I haven't remarked on it at all, but the music in this series is excellent.
Victory!
Oh, okay, that was easier than I thought. Can I bust this open, or what? Gosh, I don't know how to save you. Thank you, boys, for saving me. Haha, I made a little goof. Where are my manners? I didn't even introduce myself. I am known as the legendary Chalice. Pleased to meet you. I was searching for magic and got trapped by those ghosts. Speaking of magic, please accept this gift. It should help. There are other mausoleums around Inkwell Isle. I just wondered. Alright, so that's going to be something I get to do on occasion. Presumably future ones will be a lot more difficult. That one was your introduction to that gameplay type. So of course it's fairly easy. Oh, is that why I couldn't do supers before? I literally didn't have them. That's a bit odd then that they rank you on it. I mean, I guess you could head here immediately, but when you're playing through blind, that's not something you're going to think of, so I do question the logic of that design choice. Dear me, you mustn't forget that magical super arts have to be equipped in the menu before use. Hey, thanks for the reminder. Yeah, so now I have access to my super. Still not entirely sure how I activate it, but I do think I was right in that it's EX shot when you have a maxed out deck. Maxed out hand, rather. So hopefully that works. I guess I'll find that out next boss fight. Alright, can't get through there. Gotta go around the long way. So check in back at the shop first. See if there are any upgrades I feel like picking up. God, that scares me every time. Okay, Chaser. EX Chaos Orbit. So this is a basic fire change. And it changes not only your basic fire pattern, but also the EX shot. So this is long range with below average damage. No aiming required, so homing shots, longer range but weaker. That sounds bad to me. I don't have too much trouble hitting things, and reducing damage means it's gonna take longer to kill things, which doesn't seem like a good idea. So this is an extra health point, nice. I wonder if that affects my ranking. Like, does that extra health point count as a free hit towards the score? Or will I be graded on a 4 out of 4 score system for that from now on? But it lightly weakens my attack power, so I don't think I'm gonna find that out because, again, that doesn't seem that great. Excuse me. Next we have Spread Shot, short range with great damage, if you can keep close to your target. That actually sounds something interesting. So, 3-way shot, but vastly reduced range. That's the kind of thing that could be super useful in some instances and way too risky in others, depending on whether you want to stay close or far away from the boss. And the EX is an 8-way shot. Then we have Pea Sugar, automatic parry. I think that would replace the Smoke Bomb, it's a charm. And I don't see the point of this because I want to learn the parry timing, I don't want the game to do it for me. And it's only doing it once, so yeah, that does not seem worth it. And then we have Roundabout. Na 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 na. Great coverage with average damage. So, does my default shot have average damage? I'm assuming so, so this would not be a damage boost, nor a decrease. And it has great coverage, but I guess reduced range unless you aim backwards. So it sounds like a curving shot, kind of like a boomerang. That might be fun to play around with. The only thing I'm super interested in picking up is the spread shot, just because that seems like it might be useful on occasion. Ooh, and picking that up unlocked the ability to purchase lava grenades, which is definitely up my alley. Don't have the coin for it now, I'm afraid. Oh, Mr. Hourglass, you are always a bright spot in my day. Okay, let's try equipping that alternate shot. I realize— oh, that's why— okay. I was wondering exactly what that one control was for. Where was it? Yeah, switch weapons, so you can have up to 2 shot types equipped. That makes this purchase I made even better than I thought it would be. I figured I could only go into a stage with one of these, but if I have 2, and since these cover different situations... yeah, this has average damage. This is actually a really good setup. Okay, nice. I'm wiser than I realized. Alright, let's test this out against Goopy Le Grande in Ruse of an Ooze. So, that was a tree. Does that mean it's a fake tree? Real fake tree? Made out of a slime?
A great slam and then some.
Hello there. Yep, I know how to switch— okay. So yeah, greatly reduced range, but presumably increased damage— ooh, that was not good. Potential— I'm gonna fail this quick. Increased damage potential since I'm firing off 3 shots at once. Yeah, wow. That was not a great first attempt, now was it? Okay, let's try that again.
This match will get red.
I'm not too surprised I got utterly wrecked there. This is the kind of pattern that I always have trouble with in games, where they just end up bouncing around and you have to predict where they're going to move, and I am just really bad at that. As you are probably well aware if you watch me play Hollow Knight, especially my attempts at the Coliseum of Fools. But there's a lot of that going on. I am starting to get a little bit more familiar with this pattern, so even if I die here, I'm probably fine for the next attempt. Alright, but this is only the first stage, so there's plenty more where that came from. I'm guessing I want to bust those as quickly as possible. Oh, now you're bigger, that's not great. And you're gonna attack me, of course you are. That was easy enough to predict. Actually, it's a lot easier to deal with you now that you're— oh god, nope. Now that you're larger, because you end up moving a bit slower. That was a movement gaffe on my part. In a panic, I ended up pressing down on the D-pad, and you can't actually move while ducking. So while I tried to get out of the way, I was just stuck there. You know what? In this first phase, I think I might be better off keeping the long-range weapon. Just so that way I can keep firing at him even when I'm at a distance. That definitely seems like a good way of handling things. In fact, not only is staying at a distance a good idea, but I think just staying in one spot on the left here is the best for me at least. Because he never actually hops far enough to the left to reach there. And now that he's doing this, now it would be a good time to break out the triple shot, since I'm gonna want to be close to him so I can always hop over. Or sorry, pass under when he hops over. I wonder if I could have bounced off of that fist. It wasn't pink, but it was red. And that's in the same color spectrum, so maybe I just needed to duck that. I should have gone to the left, that was my bad. Okay, yep, this is indeed how you do your super. Oh my! That was impressive, but supers do not give iframes. I'm perfectly fine with my failing here because I am continuing to learn new stuff. And that's what's important. Like, for example, the fact that I just learned there that he does sometimes land in the corner. So this isn't the perfect safe spot I thought it was, but still, sticking to one corner seems like a good idea. Most of the time. Alright, well I get to his second phase even quicker, so I am definitely still improving. Clearly not enough though.
Here's a real high-class bout.
Alright, I'm gonna shut up this time, see how I do. Alright, so I have to time this carefully since it doesn't give iframes, but boy howdy is that probably a lot of damage. I don't know for sure since there's no HP meters. Oh, I didn't move left quickly enough, damn it. Okay. Ooh, I haven't even gotten to the third phase, okay. I'm not sure if the difficulty of the game has just suddenly started ramping up, or if it's just because this is the type of movement pattern that I always have so much trouble with. Guess I'll find out when I get to the next stage or boss. Alright, second phase should be coming up. Yep, there we go. Let's get that super meter filled. I don't know if I should be wasting it here, but it seems like a good idea since I do have a lot of trouble with this phase. If nothing else, it will let me get to the third phase and start learning it a bit quicker. Damn it. Misread his pattern. Yep, okay, I can duck under that. That's good to know. Come on, third phase. Okay. What have you got for me here, buddy boy? Tombstone. Oh, that's pretty good. What am I supposed to do here? Is he gonna try and crash down on me? Yes, he is. Alright, well, that doesn't seem too difficult to avoid. Spread shot is definitely ideal here. As is standing in one place and aiming so long as I don't mistime things. Ooh, and that is one powerful-ass shot. Come on. This is gonna be a winning attempt. Come on, come on. Oh, I mistimed it. So close to the finish line, too. Okay. I think I have it this time.
This match will get red hot. You're up.
Okay, third phase time. Let's not screw up the pooch this time. I saved up my super specifically for it. Okay, good, I am still doing damage, that's good to see. So yeah, I just gotta time when I juke and jive a little bit better. Oh, right, I have a dash. That probably would have helped. I haven't been using the dash at all, have I? I completely forgot that was a mechanic. No wonder I've been having so much trouble. Okay, this is in the bag then, assuming I don't forget to dash at the right time. Because yeah, especially with the fact that it has iframes, he basically can't do jack shit to me. So I'm just gonna play it safe and fire when it's perfectly safe and dash when I'm about to get hit. If I wanted to be a bit more daring, I could fire a bit more often and thus take him down quicker, but I know I'm gonna get a bad score anyway, so I don't care too much about doing things well. Okay. Ooh, Mr. Ooze, you were certainly a rough fight. I think I'm starting to see the beginning of the difficulty that this game can offer. Which I'm not upset about at all. Hey, I still got a good time score. Okay, wow, I received a much better score than I thought I would have. Shame I got hit those 2 times early on. If I didn't, I would have got it perfect and that would have been a nice capstone to things here. Oh well, it is what it is. I have time to improve. And with that, I think I'll be leaving things off for this episode. So join me next time as I continue to explore the wonderfully cartoonish world of Cuphead.